So, welcome back everyone. This is the second class of your first chapter, which is now. We were discussing chapter first of class 8 of our English grammar subject. So, we are here discussing the fourth type. We have studied about the three types, and the remaining types we will study in this chapter. So, the fourth type is collective noun. You must be familiar with the words which represents the collection of things. Collection of things means a word which denotes a collection of thing or a set of thing. That is called collective noun. So, let me tell you an example. For example, you are sitting in a class. So, this class represents a set of students. If you have heard about parliament, so parliament is actually a set of people, a group of people, that is parliament. So a collection of things or a set of things is collective noun. That is called a collective noun. So write down the definition. A set or collection of people, place, or anything is called collective noun. A set of or collection of people, place, or anything is called collective noun. Example is parliament, school, etc. So, these are the examples. You must remember the examples so that these examples will clarify what the definition is, what the definition stands for. So, I am moving to the next type, which is countable and uncountable. Both are very simple, very easy definitions. Countable, for example, a noun which can be counted is countable simply. Which can be counted is countable. For example, fruits, apples, bananas, man. These are countable nouns. But the nouns which cannot be countable, they are known as uncountable. For example, water cannot be counted. Rice, sugar, these things cannot be counted or hard to be counted. Sugar cannot be counted. It is hard to be counted. So that is uncountable noun. Write down the definition. Countable noun. The noun which can be counted countable. Got it? Example. Apple. boy, man, etc. Got it? Moving on to the next type, which is uncountable noun. This one is type 6. Uncountable noun. As you know the definition, write down the definition. The noun which cannot be counted are uncountable nouns. Example: water, oil, rice, sugar, etc. So it is very simple. You can write down the definition. You must have to understand it very well. So I will move on to the last definition of this chapter, and then after you have to revise the whole chapter by your own, and then I'll make some. I'll give you some homework in next class if possible by this school. The last type, seventh type, which is possessive noun. Possessive. Let me clear what is possessive noun. So, possessive noun is used to represent someone. It is used to refer someone. For example, this marker is mine. So, what's my name? Shashi. So, you will say this is Shashi's marker. For example, this board belongs to our CO Progressive Convent School. So, this board is school's board. Okay? This writing is mine. So, this is Shashi's writing. So, apostrophe S is used to represent possessive noun, and it is only used to indicate or refer to someone. So, write down definition. This noun is used to represent or refer to the other noun. Let me give you some example, then it will be much clear. Example: Shashi's pen. Ram's office, etc. So this is very clear. You must write down all of this, and after this chapter, after studying this chapter, you will understand our English grammar very well. You write down all of this, and you have to revise this thing, memorize these things by your own at your home. This is the corona period right now in the whole country. Lockdown is going on, so you must have to focus on these lectures and your own self-study. Write down, prepare your notes very well, and just focus on what the definition is trying to say. So this is your first chapter. Your first chapter is finished, and I will start the second chapter in our next class. So till then, study hard, stay at home, stay safe. Thank you.